Let's do it.
Do you know how to say ready in Spanish?
Yeah.
How?
Wait, let me think. I think I know this.
Listo.
Listo.
¿Estás listo?
Is that for Fed and Pablo and Gabe?
Yes,
Who else?
all those that speak the language of
Judith Castillo.
Español.
España. She's from Spain, huh?
Yeah.
How's your Spanish?
Oh, it's so bad.
Rusty?
I can understand it, but to speak is a little bit different.
A little rusty.
A little bit different.
Do we need a PPA Chile?
Exactly. Viva Chile. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of King of the Court.
A very festive episode.
We are your hosts in red. Mine is like a burnt red.
Burnt?
Yours is like the old Santa Claus red.
Yeah, well, dude, look at what it says.
What does it say?
It says, I got hoes in different area codes.
What does that mean?
Like ho, 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 Tyler.
Like the rake? Like the shovel? The rake?
Yes.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you guys are having some great holidays. Here in Utah, we've seen like zero snow. It's a very dry winter.
Dry but cold.
Hopefully we get some snow in the next week.
You like snow?
Around the holidays, 100%.
Are we gonna have a white Christmas?
I hope so. That's what I wish for every year is a white Christmas.
Did you ever see that thing where that jeweler in Utah did this thing where
if it snowed or whatever.
Yeah, like 6 inches that you got like whatever you bought for free.
Yeah.
And it never did, and then one Christmas it just dumped and they like went bankrupt.
Yeah. Alrighty, thank you for tuning in. We will also be recording another episode this week to cap off 2024.
Yeah.
End of the year kind of award show. So if you guys are wanting us to touch up on any categories or any of the any things that you think might be of value, of note, any specific matches, moments, funny memories, or anything like that, feel free to put those down in the comments, and we will maybe hit on those. Thank you to the title sponsor of this podcast, which is The Pickler. We love The Pickler. They are the number one indoor facility. I was supposed to go to the Biloxi.
Wait, is that how you say it?
Biloxi.
Biloxi. Are we sure?
Grand opening, but
we were actually sent a pronunciation guide.
Yeah. Long story short, I did not end up going. However, they did have the grand opening, so congrats to those guys and congrats to the Pickler. There is a Pickler coming to a town near you. Check them out. They have the best courts indoors, lighting, spacing, everything like that, and good people all around. So check them out. Also, we have Pickleball Central. Need a last-minute gift for your loved ones or friends or yourself? Go to pickleballcentral.com and use code KOTC 1224. And next year, it's going to be in January, KOTC 0125.
Oh, man, it's going to switch it up.
Yeah, it's going to throw a curveball.
It's going to throw a big curveball. You know the Pickler Indy opens this weekend.
That's Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
Yeah. Is he going to be there?
I would imagine. I hope.
I mean, he's got so many things going on.
Yeah, he's a busy guy, but that one opens this weekend. So
that's awesome. Yeah, so I think that one has 10 courts.
Yeah, I think they're doing 2. I think there's that one opens, and then
they have a massive one.
A massive one, yeah.
Yeah, so go check them out, pickler.com, if you're interested in franchising or starting your own franchise or being a part of the pickleball industry. Reach out to them. Tell them that the guys at KOTC sent you. All right. Oh, also, big news.
Big.
Something that we've been talking about for quite some time.
Massive. The return of Lee Waters.
C&D pickleball nets.
C&D nets. If Lee Waters had a C&D, she probably wouldn't have tore her ACL.
Okay. What's going on with C&D, Jimmy?
C&D has a brand new net.
Something that we've talked about for quite some time.
Launching. By the time this comes out, it should be launched.
It should be launched, and if it's not, it should be launching this week.
But essentially, it is a new net. It is half the price. And yeah, they've got an option. Now they have a second option for somebody that maybe doesn't want to, have that money or spend the full gamut of the C&D, which I still highly recommend. But same quality, same Same product.
Just more economical. It's a little
more
bit smaller, a
economical.
little bit lighter.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit easier to transport. And so, like Jimmy was saying, if you're not wanting to spend the full amount but still get a very high quality net, this is the net for you. And also, our code, just KOTC, works with this net, and I think it actually has a little bit more of a discount than with our other products.
Yeah, so check it out. I mean, the holidays are here, but maybe a little IOU.
Yeah.
And get on the list. They're actually, I think they're only taking pre-orders right now.
Okay. Yeah. But regardless, you can put your name down and they'll be shipping soon. We've talked about this all the time, but C&D, they're a great company. They sponsor this podcast and they make just such a good product. And nets in pickleball are so important, very vital to having a good experience and increasing your play.
Yes.
Somehow.
No, nets matter. Like if you don't think nets matter, then you're very freaking casual.
Very freaking casual. All right, Jimmy, so we do not have too much to go over this time. So we, as I like to say, this one will probably be a little bit shorter than most. However, we do have a tournament this week, Daytona. The last one of 2024. However, this tournament was supposed to be in October or something like that, and they ended up pushing it back because of MLP scheduling. And so, since it's so late in the year in December, they're actually counting it towards the 2025 points.
Yeah.
Even though it's played in 2024.
But not 2020. But it doesn't. This is what's weird about it. It counts towards 2025 points, but it doesn't count towards 2025 events because contracted players have to play a certain number of events.
Okay, yeah, you're
It
right.
actually counts towards 2024 events, which is probably
Are
the
you
reason.
sure?
Yes, I'm 100% sure. Which is probably the reason why a lot of players are not playing it because they've already hit their event total.
Yes, but there's also a lot that do need to hit it, and so that's why they're playing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the draws are out. It's kind of an interesting field. I think it'll be fun because we have a lot of partnerships we haven't seen before, new partnerships. So men's singles. I mean, Fed is playing.
Fed is playing 100% of these tournaments.
Yeah, Fed's not messing around.
He's not slowing down.
He's not messing around this year. He's getting after it. Fed's like, if there's a tournament, I'm going to be there.
He does live in Florida, and so I think there are a lot of Florida people that will be playing in this.
Yeah,
or maybe
he was just in Maui though.
Maui's great
with Johnny Goldberg.
Were they with Kento as well?
No. So now Kento is with.
Because I saw he was with Yates.
He's with Yates, Hunter, Megan Dazan, AJ Kohler. They're in Kauai.
Okay.
Hawaii is the place to go
around the holidays.
Yeah. Maliki, how do you say it? Maliki
Maka.
Yeah. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
There's a lot of good ones. Elf. My kids have been watching that nonstop.
Elf is solid.
I've seen that maybe 20 times in the past 3 days, and also somehow, I think Greatest Showman is that considered a Christmas movie?
The Greatest Showman?
Yeah.
I would never consider that a Christmas movie, but sure.
All right. Home Alone is great.
Home Alone, Elf. Do you like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
It's been a while since I've seen that.
I feel like that's solid.
Yeah. What's the one with the bald guy action movie? A lot of people
Die Hard.
Die Hard. Is that a Christmas movie?
I mean, it is set during Christmas time.
Is it a Christmas movie?
I feel like it's set during Christmas time.
Okay.
So yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Right?
it has so much to do with Christmas.
Bruce Willis.
Yes.
I mean, if The Greatest Showman's a Christmas movie, then Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Well, not many people agree with me on that, but I'm associating it with Christmas.
That's
fair. All
fair.
right, moving on to men's singles. So Federico comes in at the number 1 seed, and we have a new number 2.
Michael Lloyd.
Michael Lloyd.
Yes, Michael Lloyd himself is the 2 seed. And then, Rafa's the 4. It's kind of interesting. Grayson Golden is playing in this one. He's another Florida guy.
Yep.
Scarpa is playing in this, and he gets to play his former teammate, Mo Alhouni.
Once a bear, always a bear.
And guess what? Today is Scarpa's birthday.
How old is he?
I don't know, 30, 20. No, he's probably 27-ish.
I would think he's older.
You think?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. He's
Okay.
married with a kid.
Who do you see any big
Should
upsets
we
coming
Google
in?
it? He's 30.
Okay.
Happy
Congrats.
birthday, Scarp.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Do I see what?
Any upsets in men's singles?
I mean, Fed's going to win it. Like, the reality is Fed's going to win it. The question is who does he play in the finals? Is it Michael Lloyd? Is it
Grayson, is it?
Yeah, is it Grayson? Do we see Jonathan Medina Alvarez?
So he plays your boy Mo Alhouni.
Well, there's both. It says Mo for both, so I don't know which
gotcha.
one's Mo and which one's Moda.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, Casey Campbell, does he make a run? I would say that this side of the bracket is wide open.
Could both those brothers sign up as Mo Alhouni, and then they decide who gets the easier draw?
Yeah, they should.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, I guess technically, sure.
Like, how are they correlating that with
Yeah.
their actual sign-up name?
I don't know. Like I could see, honestly, I'm gonna say our final is Grayson Golden and Fed.
Okay. No love for Zane. No love for
Well, Zane Ford is great. He's good. Rafa could make a run. I mean, Michael Lloyd,
Okay.
Augie. That side of the bracket is as wide open as any. Like if you're gonna make a final, this is a great chance to do it.
Okay. Women's singles.
Women's singles.
Leah
All right.
Jansen comes in at number 1.
Leah, the 1 seed. Yeah.
Why is
so-
she playing this tournament?
I don't know. She took off final. She took off some time off after MLP. Basically hasn't played since MLP.
Uh-huh.
Took a bunch of time off, and yeah, she's back and ready.
Lane Sleeth, isn't it?
Yeah, so Lane Sleeth, Dominique Schaefer, although she's notorious for pulling out. Marcella Hones, she's been playing well. Stella's been Caitlin Christian's the 2 seed. Jeannie is the 6. Mary Brasha. Yeah, I think in this one, again, one side
Jeannie
of the,
could make the semis. It will be between her and Caitlin Christian,
yeah.
and then whoever wins that.
I'm going to say that Jeannie, my final is going to be Salome and Jeannie.
Wow, I like it. Okay, we're cruising through this. Mixed doubles.
Mixed doubles. So mixed doubles, Anna Bright and Deckel Barr
Okay.
come in as your 1. Interesting.
Did Deckel go on the 50-mile hike with Anna?
He might have to after this, right? Megan and AJ playing together.
Okay.
Now, if they're in Kauai right now, and mixed doubles is on Friday.
Let's do some podcast math.
Friday.
Okay.
Today is Tuesday. If they left tomorrow, that's a long flight.
What if they left yesterday?
They're there still.
You saw a post from this
Yeah.
morning? From this morning?
Oh, no, but
Well,
that's a long ways.
Maybe they left.
I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a jet lag, a little bit of letdown. That's got, what is that, 12-hour flight?
It's got to be.
It's 7
Gotta
from
be.
here to
Yeah,
Maui.
it's got to be.
So, Megan and AJ, hopefully their relationship survives. I really like Tina Pisnik and Andre Deescu. The other, Jackie and CJ Klinger have played together in MLP.
Uh-huh.
They played a lot, actually, in MLP together. Elise and Rettenmeyer.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. Elise better have thick skin. Georgia Johnson and Hayden.
Okay.
How do you feel about that one?
Not bad.
I think J-Dub's on his cruise with his girlfriend.
Gotcha.
The one who won
So,
MLP.
so Julie did not get invited, or is she
I'm just
chaperoning?
kidding. I have no idea where J-Dub is. Julie will be there, guaranteed, front row. Lee Waters and Dylan Seeger.
Okay.
So for those that don't know, Dylan is the pro player liaison of PPA.
Love it.
Is that a conflict of interest?
No.
Playing in pro
definitely
tournaments?
not.
Is Dylan a layup?
You know, Dylan is actually a 5-0 player.
I understand that, but he's not a pro player.
Well, it's all
Can Dylan and Lee
relatively speaking.
Beat Liz Trueluck and Mo Alhouni.
Lee can.
You think that they'll win that?
Lee can.
And then they would get Georgia and Hayden.
Gucci Mama Waters.
Do you think they could win that?
Hey, anything can happen in pickleball.
They're going to get blasted.
It'll be fun though. It's the experience.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is why the lines are all blurred. We've got
Ava and Cincola. Did you talk about them?
We've got assistant commissioners running MLP teams, and we've got announcers being GMs. I mean, the whole thing is wild.
Yeah.
And now we have the pro player liaison playing in pro tournaments.
Love it.
Do you think he helped with those draws? Because we're going to talk about women's doubles, and
Okay.
let's just say that he has something to do with the draws.
Maybe that was the stipulation of them playing together.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't help himself in mixed doubles, that's for sure.
Well, he didn't want to make it seem too obvious. You got to be smart with this.
That's true. Yeah, Ava Ignatowicz and Johnson Kohler will take on Michael Lloyd and Tammy Emmerich. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Be good matchup. And then Pablo and Tyra playing together.
Okay.
So Fed and Kate Fahey.
Okay. That's a first time partnership, right?
Yeah.
Fed and Kate.
Yeah. That side of the bracket's tough, honestly. Leia and Max Freeman could do well. I'm going to say
So those that will have jet lag are Freeman, Ignatowicz, and those guys because they're in Asia right now. They're in Japan.
yeah, I think they're on their way home now, though.
Gotcha.
Ignatowicz pulled out.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He was supposed to play with Jackie, actually.
Huh. How long ago? Just recently?
Like a week during finals.
So she was able to get a different partner?
Yeah, so she switched to CJ.
Why did he pull out?
I don't know. Remember he was sick at finals? Yeah. I think when you lose 43 points in a row, I think that like you have to.
So he didn't want to lose more in a row?
Yeah, I think that there's like this unwritten rule that if you lose 43 points in a row, you have to pull out of the next tournament. Right? So I'm going to say Anna and Deckel.
Okay.
And I'm going to say the seeds hold up, Georgia and Hayden in the finals.
Love it.
All right. Men's doubles.
We are cruising.
Hayden and Fed continue. I mean,
they're undefeated, right?
No,
they
lost once.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost once. Wyatt Stone and Brandon French.
Okay.
That's like Robin Big. Did you ever used to watch Robin Big?
I have not.
They're like Robin Big.
Yeah.
Andre Deskew and CJ Klinger. That's a lot of length.
That could be interesting, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of length on that court.
DJ Young and Rettmeyer.
Love that. Honestly, they will fight each other, probably. There's a good chance somebody throws a punch.
Oh, man.
Hey, DJ got married.
Yes, he did. I saw that.
Congrats to DJ.
Yeah, congrats.
And Courtney.
Once a bear, always a bear.
DJ, yeah, absolutely. DJ was a great bear. I just wish he was healthy.
Yeah.
Still love him. Pablo and Deckel. What do you think about that?
I think they've played together before, I believe, and I think it went well.
Colin Schick, and is he playing with his brother?
His brother.
Is he good? I don't know anything about him.
Yeah. Maybe when Colin goes to school, he'll take his spot. Maybe he'll take over his contract.
Yeah. Where's the rest of the Charlotte crew?
I'm not sure. Do you have any updates?
I don't know. No Jack Sock, no Brooke Buckner. I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
Augie and Eric Onsens. I think that team could cause some trouble.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of upside.
Yeah,
a lot of upside.
Your boy Johnny Pickleball.
Who's he with?
I don't know. M Wild. Oh, Max. Is it Max Wild?
I don't know.
I think so. And then
Marshall Brown
and Rafa.
Once a bear, always a bear.
Yeah,
2 bears.
Auburn, Alabama.
I feel like I'm saying that with every single player. Have the Bears drafted every single player?
Yeah, we're not done yet. Greg Dow and Anderson Scarpa. Another bear.
Okay.
And then Mo Elhouni and Jonathan.
All right.
Medina
So who do you
Alvarez.
have top 2, top 3?
I'm gonna say that Matt Wright and AJ Kohler are playing together. Interesting. I'm gonna say Hayden and Fed. You can't really bet against them at this point. And then on the other side of the bracket, I'm gonna say Augie and Eric Onsens.
Love it.
I think they can get hot.
Love to see upsets.
I think they can get hot. Moda and Spencer Smith.
Yep.
All right, women's. The
Okay.
1 seed is actually Anna Bright.
Real quick, before we get into women's, do you know what ball they'll be using?
I do.
What is it?
The Vulcan V Pro Flight.
The Vulcan V Pro Flight, which also is a sponsor of the King of the Court podcast. We love Vulcan. They are the official ball of PPA and also MLP. And so essentially, if you're wanting to play in any of these tournaments, you'll have to use this ball when you're playing. So you might as well use it in practice because you want to get used to it as much as you can. The V Pro Flight is an incredible ball. We love it. Thank you for the support. Go to vulcansportinggoods.com and use code KOTC for the best price possible. It supports us, and it's getting you the best price available.
Yes. Tyler,
talk to me.
Women's doubles.
Okay, women's doubles. All right.
So one side of the bracket, I'm just going to throw some things out there, okay? Mm-hmm. Anna Bright and Jackie Kawamoto, they're the 1 seed. Kate Fahey and Leia Jansen. Mm-hmm. Okay. Georgia Johnson and Tyra Black.
Okay.
Megan Dazan and Alex Trong.
All good teams.
All good teams, all on the same side of the bracket.
Okay.
That's tough.
Sure.
The other side of the bracket, the 2 seed is Annalie and Lee. Mm-hmm. All right. Annalie and Lee have Yeah. That's it.
Okay. I think they have some teams before that. I mean, it's not a buy
I
all
mean,
the
we
way
got
to the
Jeannie.
finals.
We have Jeannie and Lane Sleeth.
Okay. They got the Brashas.
They do have the Brashas, and they do have Elise and Tina.
Okay.
And, I mean, honestly.
So what are you saying about the teams on their side of the bracket?
Unfortunately, they will have to, when they get to the semis, they will have to face the Bears, the Ultimate Bear team, Amanda Hendry and Michelle Esquivel.
Okay.
And we all know that Amanda.
Will Michelle be calling the balls?
Yeah, Michelle's gonna
Guaranteed win.
Well, friggin'
Guaranteed W.
What do you do? Let me ask you an honest question, like, because Dylan clearly set up this draw for them because in exchange for Lee playing with him. What do? Do you target Lee, and then allows Annalie to poach? I mean, so
Lee's going to be fine. She won't be able to move as good
Lee's
as
40,
her daughter will.
What, 4 years old?
She's going to be able to make balls.
Yeah, for sure. But Lee has not played in a tournament since U.S. Open.
No, but if she
hasn't played competitively for 2 years.
She's fine.
But is she fine enough to win?
She's fine. Yeah.
Can they win?
They can, for sure.
You think that they can? I mean, who's their biggest competition?
Honestly, I think this is a very favorable draw. These partnerships,
Yeah.
Anna Bright's great and Kawamoto is great, but with Kawamoto, they're not speeding up too much. And so I think where Lee will have a lot of she'll struggle is when people are speeding up the ball relentlessly, like consistently.
I think that's what you have to do, right?
Exactly.
You have to pressure.
Most of these teams, they're just going to try to dink her. And that's going to allow Annalie to take over and do what she always does.
That's the one thing that Lee's very, still has in her bag, right? So you got to attack for sure.
Exactly. And I don't see most of these teams, I don't see them doing that unless they change their game plan. Like, they're not known for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I do think that Georgia and Tyra can speed up.
Yes, that is a team that could, but they're on the other side, right?
Yeah, they wouldn't see them until the finals.
That team probably wouldn't get through the 1 seed.
Yeah. No, that's tough. I mean, that side of the bracket is really tough.
So this bracket was drafted very meticulously, very
precision. Do you think there's some collusion?
Of course. Let's throw in some.
What do you feel about
Let's throw in some rumors.
What do you feel about the seeding, like PPA seedings?
I've never been a fan of it.
Like the random draws that they say that they do, like 1 and 2 are interchangeable, 3 through 6 or whatever, all interchangeable.
I just don't understand why they just don't go. Well, I do understand, but to me it makes more sense to go right down the line because their reasoning for switching things up is that they don't want the same matchups every single tournament. However, in every single tournament, you're going to have upsets. You're going to have people who make it further, who lose earlier, everything like that. So with that, the rankings will change.
Especially the parity in pickleball is good now.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's like, keep things the same.
Yeah.
Or seed teams based off of their last.
It's not nearly as bad as it used to be.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, those draws were incredible.
Well, what's crazy is when you have like a 3 seed ends up playing a higher seed than the 5 seed.
It's almost better to be a very, very low seed than to be in that middle.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Like it's such a weird the way they do it. And the other thing is just because like being like a sports guy, like NCAA tournament guy.
Yeah.
When one doesn't play 16 and 2 doesn't play 15 and down the line, it bothers my brain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it should work out.
Well, I think it does work out that way, but the 16 is not the true 16.
Exactly. That's what.
Yeah.
But they don't even label it like that.
Yeah.
They label the actual seed that they are.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So anyways.
Yeah. I think the last 1 to 2 years have been much better in terms of draws. But a lot of people don't understand, like, for many of the teams, not all of them, but many of the teams, their results or their success in tournaments will almost always depend on the draw that they get.
Yeah.
It's not how well they're playing. It's the draw that they get.
Yeah.
If Ben and Colin get a tough team in the first 1 to 2 or 3 rounds, they're going to have a hard time getting to the finals.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's for most people, but the draws are very significant. And I've talked
I'd say 3-4+ years ago, it didn't matter where the top teams were; they'd get out.
Yeah.
But nowadays, if you don't have a favorable draw,
it's tough.
It's super difficult.
I mean, I've talked to a lot of these pros, and like, yeah, when the draws come out, they look and immediately they can almost pinpoint,
Yeah.
So
for example, me and Connor Garnett, I think we play well. We play fine. And we've been mostly getting to quarters of most tournaments. We ended up playing Riley Newman and Hayden Patrick-Quinn in the round of 16 in one tournament, and we ended up losing. And so it sounds like, oh, you had a bad tournament because you lost in the round of 16. But in reality, we lost to the team that won it. And so it's like, had we played those guys later on, it would have been a different situation. Or if we played a different team in the round of 16, we maybe would have gotten through.
Yeah, so, that makes sense.
Draws are huge.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else? Any other?
No, I mean, Daytona is, look, let's just call it what it is. Daytona is a shithole.
Virginia Beach or Daytona?
No, Virginia Beach is actually a little bit nicer. I feel like Virginia Beach, they're still using street drugs, where Daytona is like full on meth and making their own with hydrogen peroxide and matchsticks. And so
Matchsticks.
like Daytona has definitely like elevated their game. And so it's worse. A couple more trailer parks, things like that.
The venue, we talk about this all the time. The Daytona venue is beautiful. The layout's perfect. They have the roof over the courts, the covered courts.
Remember last year when it just poured though into the
Yeah. But surrounding that location is not ideal.
Daytona last year.
Do you think they got the land for like pennies on the dollar or something?
I mean, I think they probably paid them to come there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daytona last year was one, you had a little dust up with Rettenmeyer. Wasn't it? Daytona?
I mean, I feel like every tournament we do, but.
And two was the Galilea.
Yes.
The Galilea fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have video of some of those players confronting the referees at the end of the match.
At the end. Yeah. Remember Tyro was playing and they like walked over to the thing and they were like looking at the monitor for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're like, there's video. We have some guy send us a video and he's like over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into questions. But first, we'd like to give another shout out to Holy Performance. They are another sponsor of this King of the Court podcast. Yeah. We love them. We have the official King of the Court, our flavor, coming out, within the next 3 to 4 weeks?
Yeah. So they had a couple delays because it's so delicious that they couldn't keep it in stock.
Exactly.
So Holy sent us some greens.
Yes.
Okay. Sour apple.
Why are greens important?
Now, listen, greens are important for a lot of reasons, but I just want to tell you something about greens, okay? Greens taste like dirt.
What color are they?
They're green, Tyler.
Okay.
They taste like dirt. They look disgusting. They smell disgusting, okay? This is what greens usually are, right? And what you do is you plug your nose and you chug and you try to get it down because you know it's good for you. It's good for your immunity. It's good for your heart health, all of the things, okay? Yep. These greens... Holy's greens, I'm telling you right now, are delicious.
Yeah.
Sour apple. They taste amazing. I was shocked.
Okay.
I didn't feel like I was out in my backyard taking a freaking cup of soil and water and chugging it. Mm-hmm. They taste amazing. Honestly. Like, I mean that sincerely. Like, I would drink it like if I was a kid, like as part of my after school snack.
Yeah.
So check out Holy.
Holy Performance.
Holy Performance.
All their products are great. You can use our code KOTC on all of their products.
Dude, they've nailed the flavoring on these things. Every single product.
Yeah.
So go check them out.
I'm stoked for the KOTC flavor.
And that one we know is amazing because we chose it.
Yeah. And the packaging is pretty sweet
too. And the packaging is awesome.
Yeah. All right.
I'll sign your package.
Let's get into rumors and questions. We'll pull up some questions. So we've heard a rumor that CCR, Close Call Replay, will not be returning for next year. Can you confirm or deny that, Jimmy?
Yeah, I heard that CCR is out and PPA is going to do their own.
What's the reasoning behind that?
I'm going to assume cost. But with that being said, I mean, hopefully it's of the same quality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they're gone. PPA...
If you had to guesstimate, how much do you think they were spending per tournament for CCR?
I heard it was like $20,000.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true, but that was a number that I had floated to me.
I would imagine 20 to 30,000.
Yeah, which is insane for a couple GoPros down the line.
I think they're a little bit different than GoPros.
Okay, well, point is, it sounds like
Jimmy
PPA,
is not a tech guy.
The point is, it sounds like PPA has their own solution. Mm-hmm. Now, we just got close call replay dialed in.
Mm-hmm.
It's been working great. Problem is it going to take? Do we have some kinks now we got to work out?
Yep.
I don't know. Like, will it be the PPA system or will it be CCR?
I would imagine CCR. I think their contract was through the end of 2024. So I would imagine
last event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Everybody hook. And so we can all witness how good CCR is.
yeah. Let's find out.
Let's find out if it's worth it.
You
or
won't be
not.
there, so
I know. Nobody's going to make bad calls now.
yeah.
Without me
that's
there.
it. Yep. No Captain Hook.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions yourself?
No, I was just thinking about close call replay.
All right.
Oh,
ahead.
here's a question, Tyler. There's some rumors that UPA is going after USAP.
UPA is going after USA Pickleball.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is
I don't know if that's necessarily a rumor. I feel like a lot of people have thought that.
but I think that they are like, look, we want to be the governing body.
Uh-huh.
We want to take over.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on that? Because all of the top paddle manufacturers have paid the fee to UPA.
Okay. Yeah.
Selkirk even came through and paid the fee.
Yeah.
So even the ones that weren't happy,
Their fee is much smaller than UPA's fee.
yeah, but they've all paid the UPA fee too.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they sent out an email. Everybody's paid the UPA fee now.
Is that the preliminary or the actual amount?
It says that 99% of all paddle manufacturers have now paid the fee.
Huh.
I saw the email.
Recently or?
Yeah, like a week and a half ago.
Huh.
So
I'm a little bit skeptical.
everybody's in.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
That's great. Yeah.
Do you think that fee's too high?
Which one, UPA or?
UPA.
I think it's very high. Yeah, but I think they're trying to weed out the smaller people because they want to have a little.
Well, there
bit
was
more.
some smaller guys in there, like Hustle. Have you ever heard of Hustle?
I've never heard of Hustle.
Anyways.
Yeah.
By the way, I got a paddle sent to me the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Artie. Have you heard of Artie?
No.
ARTI.
No.
Incredible. Like the graphics on the paddle.
Was it white?
No, but it has it has like that old 50s vintage style. I think we need to
wood?
bring that stuff back.
Is it wood?
No, it's friggin' carbon fiber and it's gritty. I think we need to bring that back. Like, do you remember you were a skater?
I
right?
was.
The decks matter. Like what the decks look like, the graphics on your skateboard.
Well, if you're a good skater, you'll get them scuffed up pretty quickly.
You will, but you still chose your deck based off, like, of course there's good deck, but like you love the graphics.
Yeah.
Right? The graphics were important.
Yep.
And I think that we need to bring that back for paddles.
Let's do it.
The black is stupid. Quit going with just plain black.
Whatever. The black's awesome. I love black.
It's because matches your soul.
All right. Question time. Somebody said, why was James Ignato hanging out with Randall Emmett in Tokyo?
Dude, I don't know.
Is that foreshadowing anything or?
I mean, look, I would say like Randall Emmett, for those that don't know, he was married to that Vanderpump chick.
Mm-hmm. She's from Utah. Did you know that?
No.
She went to, I think, Alta.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of influencer types from Utah. The one chick from Real Housewives is in prison.
Yeah.
Her husband's a coach at the University of Utah, which fits because all of their players are criminals.
Their AD is pretty.
Their AD's nuts.
Pretty special.
Anyways, look, he is an interesting guy. He's got a lot of allegations against him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of sexual assault allegations. A lot of crazy things. Sometimes you wonder if it's for show or not. You know, when you're on a reality show, do they expect you to?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was interesting that Ignatowicz was.
Did they go together, or
I don't know if they went together, if they just ran into each other and had dinner together.
Gotcha.
I don't know, but there's a lot of dudes that I don't know this guy personally. Never met him. I do know that he's involved in pickleball. Franklin made a paddle for him, which probably a big mistake. But where there's smoke, usually there's fire.
Wise words.
And so, yeah, I'm not sure that that's a guy that I want to be associated with. Just saying.
Who else would you not want to be associated with?
Well, James Ignatowicz right now.
I love James.
Do you
James
think
is great.
that, speaking of, don't you think Richard Levernice looks just like Luigi Mangione?
Yeah.
Don't you think they look like each other?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. But Richard's great.
Richard is great. Love Richard. But I'm just saying they look like each other.
All right. Will Jimmy be? Somebody said I sent a message a week or so ago. So after a few days, the message is delete. And so if we did not answer it, I apologize. We apologize. Resubmit it when we do these things. Somebody said, will Jimmy be at the Pickler opening in Indianapolis this weekend?
No, I wish.
We never got invited. Drew
I actually
Brees.
did not get an invite.
Drew Brees.
I'm a little hurt by this.
Drew Brees.
But I'm also assuming that the biggest pros in Indy, the Kawamotos, will also not be there because they're playing
Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Could Prime Jimmy and Tyler beat a senior pro men's team? What would the score be?
Prime. Jimmy never had a prime. He skipped it. When I was playing a lot about 3 years ago,
Yes, we'd be able to.
we would beat them. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd
for
be
sure.
able to.
No, we would.
Could I beat them in singles 1 versus 2?
It would be close. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say 2 or 3. I would say 3 years ago when I was playing every single day, we would beat them for sure. Are you prime Tyler right now?
Next year, 2025.
25? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm hitting some pretty sweet shots. Ernie's.
You are?
Left and right. Just kidding. All right. Would pickleball OGs Ben Johns and Riley Newman dominate in 2025 if they teamed up?
No.
I don't think they would dominate. I think they'd have success.
Yeah.
But I
they'd
mean,
be
dominate is kind of a loose term, but I don't think there's any one team that can ever have the same domination that the Johns had in years past. Even Hayden and Fed, I don't think they'll. I mean,
No. Dominating now in men's doubles is like 5 wins.
yeah,
I mean, that's like a great season.
yeah.
Yeah. There's no the era of Ben and Colin, of Ben going 263 and 17 over a 5-year span is over.
Yeah.
That gets done. Women's doubles still not quite there yet, but I think we see Annalie probably lose.
What, 3 times next year? 5 times?
I think she probably loses 5 times next year. Yeah.
In women's doubles?
Yeah. Which is a lot.
It is. I mean, it's still insanely high, but compared to this year where she lost 1 time, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we see her. Yeah. In mixed, they only lost once. So we'll see how that goes.
Tyler, big fan. I noticed you're into crypto. Let's connect on X.
You got a new Pudgy, dog.
I did.
You pumped?
Love it.
How much did that cost?
It was too much.
Really?
Yeah. It was a lot.
There are a lot of pickleball guys Ben's into freaking Pudgies.
I don't think, is he?
I don't know.
No. I got Hayden to buy a little one and he owes me because they're up he's probably made 3x his money on that.
Really?
All right. Why does it seem like none of the PPA pros are using the Series 1 Proton anymore?
Well, the Series 1 is a little bit different. I think that everyone's so used to that carbon fiber face and that gritty face where the Series 1 is like that rubberish,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what they call it. And the only person basically using that is Daescu.
Yeah, not only that, but
Megan switched from
paddle
it.
companies are continuously innovating. If they're not, then they're dying. But yeah, I mean, they want their pros using the latest and greatest paddle from them. And so whenever a new paddle comes out, most of the time the paddle companies will want their players to use that paddle.
Yeah.
All right. So our boy Angel said, what countries do you both want to visit in 2025?
Ooh.
For me, I'd love to get over to Europe. I've been over there a couple times. Haven't been over there for a couple of years. But
I've never been to Europe.
I'd love to get over
I've
to
been
Europe.
to all over South America, Central America.
Yeah.
Never been to Europe. Europe would be cool.
I want to go to Japan.
Angel, I want you to take me to Peru. I want to go to Peru with you.
Did you see his new car he got?
No.
It's one of my favorite cars.
What did he get?
RS6.
Does he want people knowing this?
I don't know, but I'll just say the letters that associate with it. He posts on his Instagram, so
That's true. Oh, yeah, I think that Europe would be cool. You know what okay, let's talk about this for a second. You ever late at night, you can't sleep, so you start flipping channels?
Uh-huh.
So this happened to me a week and a half ago. No, probably 2 weeks ago. And I started watching Gold Rush. Have you ever watched Gold Rush?
I have not.
So basically they go up to Alaska or the Klondike and they mine for gold. Mm-hmm. And this
Buy Bitcoin, don't buy gold.
And this dude, he started mining on his grandpa's mine when he was he's 10. But they started following him on the show when he was 15. Mm-hmm. Now he's 32.
Yeah.
And I think I could do it. I think I want to be I think I want to go to the Klondike and be a gold miner.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? When
New
they
Year's
first,
resolution.
like 2012 is when the show first started, and the gold was like $800 an ounce. Now it's like $3,000 an ounce.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, but like they don't ever make like millions of dollars, because literally they're like mining thousands and thousands of yards of dirt, and then they're finding like specks of gold.
Yeah.
And then it obviously adds up. They're
Exactly.
Like, oh, we mined 13 ounces, but still, I'm kind of all in on it. I think I could be a gold miner.
Yeah.
In the Klondike. You want to do it? Would you go?
I'd go for a week, but
A week?
yeah.
Bro, we're in. If we're in it,
striking
we're going.
gold real quick.
We're in it.
What are your 2025 New Year's resolutions? Did you achieve your 2024 resolutions? I would say 90% of my goals I actually achieved for 2024. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Jimmy, what were yours?
I really, dude,
He's not a goal setter.
Yeah, I should probably set more goals, but I think that you set some for 2025. I wrote them down for you.
Me? Yeah. Oh, yeah. On the pickleball space. Yep. On the pickleball side. Yep. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think 2025, we should set some pod goals.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Get Anna Bright on.
Is that one of our goals for 2025?
Yeah.
I don't know if she'll ever do it. But
what about Viv? I like Viv.
Glossman?
Glosdog.
She'd come on.
Would she?
Yeah, text her.
She used to hate you.
She doesn't hate me.
You made her cry.
I made her cry because I said she played like a 4-5 at TOC, and she did. That was a year and a half ago or however long. She did. It's okay. She was bad. Coop and Zane beat you, and you were playing out of your mind, and you guys lost because Glossman was terrible. And Althoff was coaching Zane. Althoff was a freaking clutch. He came in clutch.
How important is it for paddle companies that their players team up? Adidas, Fed plus Rafa.
Wait, say that one more time. Adidas, yeah.
Like,
Fed's
how
going to
important is it
Adidas.
for players using the same brand to partner together?
I don't
like
think
me and Jay, for example.
I don't think it's important at all. I think that the brands would obviously like that, but at the end of the day, like, I don't think it's really that important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that, you know, I guess if I'm, you know, would Yola prefer Ben and Anna Bright to play together? Maybe, if they're dominating and winning. But, you know, I don't think that you're ever going to see a paddle manufacturer dictate that. Now, I could see maybe like a one-off. Like, if I was a paddle manufacturer, yeah, I would probably want to see you and Jay play
it's
together.
interesting because, like you said, if they're dominating, it looks amazing. But if you diversify, if you let them play with different partners, then you might have more of a chance for them to make it further.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, like what if you and Jay, just for example, play together and you lose first round?
Exactly.
Like,
Then Vulcan.
Yeah. Did you ever play with Corinne Carr?
Yes. Yeah. We played a couple times. Yeah. We got. I think we got third at BCO one time.
Really?
Second or third. Yeah.
Are you doing any of the international events?
Everything is up in the air. I mean, I say this all the time, but going off of years past history, PPA seems to change the schedule quite a bit. And so I don't like to make plans until something is 3 months out because chances are it could change. So as of now, we don't have all the details. I mean, the only international one that I think we're certain of is the Australia one.
Yeah.
They haven't announced a date for the Europe one. They haven't announced a date for the Canada one. They haven't announced a date for the Asia one. Or a location, I mean.
What do you think about the PPA email to the players essentially saying that you have to play in, instead of just your 24 events or whatever, you have to play in all the slams and all the cups now, or you lose your gold card status? What about players that are only contracted to play 18 events?
I don't know.
And they have conflicts.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I just play.
And MLP.
I just play.
Now they're requiring you to play more than the 6 MLPs.
Yeah, I just think, I mean, I've said this every pod, but I think there's way too many tournaments. And it's not the fact that there's actually too many tournaments. It's the fact that we don't get a break. I would play every single weekend for 7 months if we could have a 2 to 3 month break. Yeah. I would literally play every single week or every other week if we could have a 2 to 3 month break off season.
Yeah.
Do you know how long the NFL offseason or in season is?
It's 18 weeks.
18 weeks.
And then playoffs.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's, what is that, 4 to 5 months?
Yeah. But if it's 18 weeks and then you make the playoffs, you go all the way to the Super Bowl, you're about 22 to 24.
Okay. That's still 6-7 months.
Yeah, but how many events are you playing? 22 to 24?
Oh, I'll be doing at least 25 with MLP, probably 25 to 30.
But like the fact that they're like dictating the ones that you have to play, like I think that's tough because what it does is, you know, it messes with scheduling. Like they're basically saying if you don't play every cup or every slam,
Yes, I agree
you
with that
lose
too.
your gold card.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, the gold card basically you play main draws, you don't have to play qualies, you get to play main draws, you don't have to pay registration fees.
Yeah.
So you lose your gold card status. So it's like, okay, Ben Johns has a pickleball getaways planned. Mm-hmm. So he's going to miss this cup or this slam.
Yeah.
You know, or Matt Wright has a trial or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. They're going to miss these cups or these slams, and you're going to require basically there's no way you're going to make those guys play qualies. But I guarantee you that if it's like another player that misses it,
yeah,
you know, they're going to jump all over it. And they're going to lose your gold card. Like
I mean, yeah, I've been on break.
There's got to be some flexibility there.
I've been on break for the past few weeks, and I cannot tell you how nice it feels to be back home. And it's not that I'm not playing. I'm actually playing way more now than I would be on tournaments when I'm traveling for tournaments. Yeah. But I'm actually able to work on something. My body is able to recover somewhat. And it's a different thing. And maybe that's because I've been playing tournaments nonstop for 10 years. I think that actually probably has a lot to do with it. This is kind of my first real break ever.
Yeah.
But it feels good. And I think most players would agree that being able to stay home for 2-3 weeks, which isn't that much, and actually work on shots, strategy, stuff like that would actually help their game more than it.
And we mentioned this talking about Ben and Colin, how massive it is to actually like take a break and be able to focus on new things.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard. It's like when you're playing golf and you're going through a swing change, right? It's hard to implement that in an actual tournament.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with you, right? You're working on new shots, you're learning new things, but it's hard to implement those in actual tournaments because you haven't had enough time to practice.
And we talked about this with Jay. He's actually a proponent for more tournaments.
Yeah.
And I actually agree with his reasoning. The thing that I counter with is the amount of required tournaments that players are supposed to play and have that number be lower.
Yeah.
You can do 50, you could do 100 tournaments out there, but as long as the pros aren't expected to be at every single one, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Great.
So that's my little rant. Anything else, Jimmy?
No.
What'd you get family for Christmas? What'd you get me for Christmas? Did you bring my gift?
Are we going to do a Christmas episode? Are we going to do an episode before Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do at least 2 more.
All right. I'm going to bring you a gift.
Okay.
Next episode.
What is it? A Pudgy?
I'm not going to tell you what it is, Tyler.
Candy? Dippin' Dots?
I'm not going to tell you. Okay.
A car? Do you see the G-Wagon I just did? The Lego G-Wagon?
Yeah, I did.
It's incredible.
That's awesome. You should do like a totally separate.
I should do a time lapse.
You should do like a separate Instagram. Yeah. So that I don't have to follow it and you can do all your Legos over there.
I'll send it to you. You'll open it.
Do all your Legos on that one.
All right. If you made it this far, please do us a big favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. We hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy everything.
Did you know Ben Johns was playing Fortnite on YouTube the other day?
That's awesome. I love it.
And Jack Pickleball, our guy.
Oh, the little one? Yeah.
Yeah, just roasting him. Just roasting Ben.
Isn't Ben pretty good?
I don't know, but Jack's the freaking G, bro. Jack is my guy.
Has he called you 500 more times?
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys next time.